the horror. You better watch out. You better not die. You'd better hang your stockings by the chimney with care. Because soon I will be there. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Erschen. This week we're doing my Christmas Horror Haul. So first off, Merry Christmas to all of you out there in YouTube land. Had a great time this Christmas. Got some really cool stuff to show you guys. I guess I've been a good boy this year. So thank you to everyone who got me these cool gifts, and yeah, love all you guys out there. I hope you had a great holiday season, and of course we got New Year coming up, so Happy New Year and a happy, healthy 2024. So let's get started. I got some cool stuff to show you guys, yeah. So I got these cool earbuds from JBL. I like the design of that, how you can kind of see the mechanics underneath, you know. And yeah, I tried them out. They're really good, crystal clear sound quality, you know. Excellent. And also got the Dracula figure from Universal Monsters from NECA, yes. Very awesome. So that was my buddy Jason that got me that. Thank you, Jason. Really cool, awesome figure. So thank you. Love it. Definitely be putting that on display. And yes, I did get the Halloween 2 game, the board game, yes, and this from Stop the Killer and Fright Rags. Yes, absolutely awesome. I did do a whole video unboxing this game, so definitely check that one out, but yeah, this is so cool. I absolutely love it. Can't wait to play it. Oh, also got this awesome Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors t-shirt. Absolutely classic sequel. Yeah, so happy to have the t-shirt. Big fan of the Elm Street series, of course. I mean, what horror fan isn't? Now, let's take a look at some of the movies I got. So first one, I was very happy to get this one. I think it's such a cool kind of a hidden gem, you know, and it's Audrey Rose, starring a young Anthony Hopkins, you know. So before Anthony Hopkins became real famous with the Silence of the Lambs, he was in a lot of, like, Hollywood movies, you know. He just didn't get big until Silence of the Lambs, but he's been in some damn good movies, and this is a really good horror flick. Very different kind of a psychological horror film, I would say. Some people might compare it to something like, say, The Exorcist or The Omen, because it did get made kind of during that time period in the 70s. But yeah, I think it's a lot different, and excellent performance from Anthony Hopkins, and the young girl who plays Audrey Rose is fantastic. Great cast all around, and this is a great release from Arrow, for sure. Also got the Hammer film Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. I love the name of that. So yeah, this is the 5th entry in Hammer's Frankenstein saga, starring the great Peter Cushing. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Check out my review on that as well. I did do a review on that film. Next up is Death Wish 3. Absolutely love the Death Wish films. I love Charles Bronson in general, but especially Death Wish. Absolutely love it. And I'd say the 3rd film is the craziest in the entire series. It's just like nuts. There's just a full-blown war in the streets. It's madness. But it's so much fun. I'd just say this is the most fun entry, too, in the Death Wish series. It's kind of the most over-the-top. But the first 2 are somewhat, believable, but the 3rd one just kind of goes over the top a bit. Next up we have Return of the Evil Dead. Not to be confused with the Evil Dead film series, of course, from Sam Raimi. No, this is actually in the Tombs of the Blind Dead franchise. So this is the 2nd film in the Tombs of the Blind Dead series. It's such a fantastic Spanish horror film. I just love these movies. I think they just have amazing atmosphere, and a really cool, special makeup effects design. They're very creepy and scary, These are fantastic. The funny thing about Return of the Evil Dead, though, is it just ramps up everything. There's more blood, there's more gore, there's more nudity, there's more of the Templar Knights. So yes, more of everything you love. So, what's not to like? Also got Evil Dead Rise. Speaking of Evil Dead, this is an official entry in the Evil Dead franchise. So yes, yes, I thought this was a great return to form for the franchise. So yes, the franchise is in great hands. I really enjoyed this entry. And last but certainly not least, I got this awesome 4K edition of the original Friday the 13th, baby. And as I've said many times on this channel, I am a big fan of the original Friday the 13th. And it is actually my favorite in the franchise. I know that's not the same for a lot of people, but it is what it is, I like this cool, slipcover. And, yeah, inside, beautiful, sleek-looking steel book. Very, very nice. I love the original poster art, of course, for the original Friday the 13th. And, of course, in the back you got Killer Mommy, Killer, from Pamela Voorhees. Very, very nice. I can't wait to watch that and see how good it looks, because this is definitely a film that needed a great transfer more than any of the others, because every release I kind of had before this has been very grainy to watch, but hopefully they fixed all that with this 4K release, so very excited to have that in my collection. Alright guys, that's it for my Christmas horror haul, and thank you for joining me, Sean Patrick Erschen, in the Horror Corner. Merry Christmas, and thank you for joining me, Sean Patrick Erschen. Tune in and stay scared. Good evening, folks, and we got some brand new merchandise for you over at www.thehorrorcona.com, and that's CONA.com. Representing the Horror Corner. Great new design. We got the Morbid Hour live stream there, you got the Horror Hangout live stream there, and you got my nemesis, the Dark Fate. So grab your t-shirt over at www.thehorrorcona.com. And we also got this beautiful new mug. Look at that. Very, very cool. Thought that came out really nice. So grab your merchandise today over at www.thehorrorkona.com.